Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am Shawnee Sanders. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So today we're going to talk about, this is a series called How to Exit Your Job in 2021, which I launched about maybe a couple of weeks ago because I decided that I wanted to leave my corporate job, a job where I made six figures. And so I want to leave my corporate job, and I'm leaving my job for my own business. So I launched this series just to kind of give you guys some insight on what my exit strategy looks like. And so the first video I did was called Making the Decision, right? I just came on just to talk about, hey, I decided to quit my job. And when I said it out loud, it was quite scary. But the more and more I say it, the more I get comfortable with the idea, it's the better I'm feeling about my decision. So that's my first video I made, was just making the decision, because it's not hard. It's not easy to make that decision. It's a really hard decision to make, and you have to know that what you're doing is that you're doing this for you, right? So the next thing I had to do was then I had to change my mindset, because it's all about your mindset. You have to decide, okay, I'm leaving this job. What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? And I have to wrap my mind around the fact that I'm actually leaving, that I actually made the decision. I actually put this out loud, and I have to decide that this is what I'm doing. So that was my second video. So now this video is about the plan. We've made the decision. We have now changed our mindset in terms of, like, we are comfortable with our decision we made, and now we know we're doing it. And now this is called the plan. So in order for me to leave my job, I have to have a plan. I don't know about you, but like most of us, I have bills, I have a family to take care of, I have responsibilities. So I can't just jump up and just quit and don't have no income coming in. I can't run back to my mom's house, or I can't run back to live with anyone. It's me, my husband, and children. So we have to have a plan in order for me to do this. And so the plan is, for me, like I said, is to launch my own business. And in making that plan, you have to make sure that you're going to be intentional about the moves that you are going to make. You have to have a plan in life. I know some people that kind of go by the seat of their pants and do a lot of things, and a lot of stuff in life you can do that way. But when it comes to leaving your job, depending on where you are in your life, right, you need to have a plan for that. And so I had to plan it out, which is why this is a 90-day plan that I have launched, which is my exit strategy, but it's a 90-day plan. And so a part of my plan is to build my business, is to be intentional, is to learn everything I can about my brand and how to build a business online, how to launch a brand, how to market that brand. Now, granted, I have 25 plus years in marketing. I've done traditional marketing to digital marketing. And so marketing my business and really get it out to consumers is not the hardest thing for me to do, because I have experience in that already. But the main piece behind your plan is that you have to figure out, one, are you leaving your job for another job within your industry, meaning you're just moving to another company? Are you leaving your particular job to go to a completely different industry? Or are you leaving your job to become your own business, to be an entrepreneur? That's the first plan. You have to decide which one of those you're going to do. And each of those need a plan. Even when you're looking for a new job, you need to have a plan. A plan is, I'm going to get up every day. I'm going to hit Indeed. I'm going to hit LinkedIn. I'm going to follow up. I'm going to hit up people I know and ask them if they have any recommendations on companies that may be hiring. Maybe their company's hiring. Can they recommend me? So those are your type plan that you need to have. But when it comes to being an entrepreneur and leaving your corporate job to go to be an entrepreneur, your plan has to be so much greater and so much more in depth. You have to have a solid plan that is profitable, that is scalable, and that is searchable, especially if you're doing an online business. Searchable SEO is huge in this. And you want to research and you want to understand what the plan is for you and how you can implement that plan, the best ways you can implement that plan. And also you want to understand what are you looking to gain? What are your financial gains that you need to hit? Because at the end of the day, no matter what I do, I have to compensate my income. I have to compensate the income that I bring in for now my business. And I have to figure out, okay, what am I offering? What product or service am I offering to my customers and to my audience that is going to be profitable? And when I do figure that out, I have to price those products and those services for profit, meaning you cannot do something that's not going to gain you or compensate you what you're already bringing in. You have to find a way to do that. And it's not easy. Like when I first decided to do this and first say, hey, I want to leave my job, I want to start my own business, I didn't even know what it was. Like I've been struggling with this decision for months, way before I decided to just say it out loud, to put it on my YouTube channel, to go on IG live about it, to put it on all my social channels. I had to decide, I have so many gifts and talents. I have so many things that I can do, but what is it that I'm going to do? What is it that is profitable, that is searchable, and that is going to be able to scale and really build a brand out of? So I really had to figure that out. And that is something that you have to know, because that part didn't come to me right away. It took me a few months to figure that out. Like I said, we're all talented people. We are multi-talented people. But we have to figure out one of those talents that's actually going to be able to bring us some profit. And that's kind of what I had to do. I had to figure out which one of my talents, which one of my gifts and skills are actually going to bring me profit. And even if I choose one right now, I could still do others later on. And so that's how I felt about when I decided to make this decision, is that I had to realize whatever I choose, whichever one of my talents or gifts I choose, I have to make a plan for it in order to compensate what income I'm bringing in now. And so this is really what this video is about. It's about making a plan. You have to have a plan. In life, they tell you should have a plan. And then in life, they tell you don't make plans, because you want to make plans, watch and see what happens and how things won't go according to plan. But it's not to say that you're going to stick 100% to your plan, but it's the foundational work that you need in order to understand where you're going. That's what your plan is. But I tell people, you can plan things out. It doesn't matter how you get there, as long as you get to your end goal. The route may be different, but you have a plan though. And you know what you want to achieve. It's just the route getting to there might not look like you think it's going to look. You might not get there thinking I'm going to take this one route here, and actually you're going right when you thought you was going to go left. And that doesn't matter, because as long as you get to your end goal, that's what matters. So when you're deciding to make this leap and leave your job, make sure you have a plan. When you've made your decision, when you have changed your mindset, thinking that I don't just need the job to become successful. I can build my own business to become successful. Or I don't have to be with this company to be successful. I can go to another company and actually grow, actually make more income and be successful. And so, or either I can move to a different industry and learn something completely new and be successful. So you want to make sure you have a plan for whichever route you choose to go. Have a plan for that. Set your foundational work. Once you set that groundwork, then you begin to implement your plan. Implement the different strategies of your plan, and you must be intentional about that. Anything that you want to do that's going to be great in life, you have to be intentional about it. And so I encourage you today to make your plan. Just write it out. Write it out on paper. Decide what you want to do. Keep it with you. Listen, you don't have to have it all figured out right now. You can figure some things out as you go along, but you want to be able to make the plan. You want to be able to have that foundational work, because I feel that that foundational work is what's really going to get you to your end goal. Like I said, the route doesn't matter. It doesn't have to look the way you think it's going to look. The route you take to get to those end goals doesn't always look the same. You are going to be surprised how things will just turn and go different ways. But you want to make sure that you have a plan. So set your plan down, write it out, think about it for a while. Don't rush yourself, but think about what you want that plan to be. Like I said, once you've made the decision, once you decide that this is what you want to do, then you begin to think about, what is it that I can do? What is it that I want to do? I feel like in life, we're all stuck with that question sometimes, where we're like, what is it I want to do? What do I want? What do I truly want out of my life? What legacy do I leave? How do I want people to know that I was here? You really have that question. You really think about the things that you want in your life. You think about the things that make you the most happy. And I know being with my family, seeing my family and friends happy, being able to travel, having freedom from how much income you can make. Because when you work someone else's job, your salary is capped. Unless you're the CEO of the company or the big directors and things of that nature, even there, you're capped at how much you can make. So you want to have freedom. And with freedom, you have to still have a plan with that freedom. So just make sure you plan it out and figure out what you want to do. Take your time. Don't rush yourself. I didn't rush myself to make this decision to leave my job. I took months to make this decision. I told you I was having like internal struggles knowing that I wanted to do something, but I just didn't know what that something was. And I had to figure it out. And now that I figured it out, I am super passionate right now. I am so focused. I am intentional about everything that I do. This video just allows me to share what I'm doing and what I'm feeling and just share the steps that I took to get to where my decision is made. But this is my 90-day exit strategy. This is what it is, because your exit strategy is your plan. That's what it is. It is your plan. To exit your job, you need a strategy. You got to have a plan. So plan it out. Think about what you want to offer. Think about what those product offerings will need to be priced at in order to compensate what you're bringing in every month. Think about what you want to make every month. If you're looking for another job, you think about everything that you have, your bills and things of that nature, and you think about what excess income you would like to have for investments, for traveling, for going out, for doing different things, and make a plan there and decide what you need to bring in. When I got this 6-figure job, I knew I was at a place where I was making, I think like maybe 80. And all I knew was that I wrote down in my book and I said, the next job I get, I'm going to be making 6 figures. I wrote that down. And when I wrote that down, it manifested itself in my life. And I began to plan that and say, okay, I got to start looking for jobs that can lead me to that. And then all of a sudden, a call came. I put my resume out there. That was my plan. I'm going to put my resume out there. I'm going to put myself on every site that's available for my resume. I'm going to apply to the jobs that I know I can get, that I have the skills and the ability to do. And that's what I did. And I landed my 6-figure job. So even if that's your plan and you want to get to making 6 figures, you need to plan that out. Plan it out. Write it down. Write it down, speak it into existence, because it can manifest itself in your life. Whatever you speak into existence is what's going to manifest itself in your life. So speak positive things, get your plan down, and be intentional. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'm Shani Sanders. If you like what you just saw, please hit the like button. If you want more from me, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button so you know when I upload new videos every week, which I do to help people build their business online, and how to use Instagram to be a branded account, Instagram to build your business and to launch tools. So definitely continue to follow me, watch my videos, and continue along with me on this journey, because I'm learning a lot. And as I learn, I will share with you, and you will see me at the end of this 90-day exit strategy and where I end up. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time.